Welcome. I am your host, Dan Diesel, and this is Longevity Bullies. In this video, I am going to discuss why purchasing a dog should be the last thing on your mind when preparing to become a dog breeder. Purchasing a dog is the easy part. If you want to be prepared and not waste unnecessary funds, you might want to keep watching. So pay attention and let's get into it. First things first, you're going to want to survey your yard and fence, and you want to look for any discrepancies, like kinks in a chain link or holes in a wooden fence. I couldn't even count on my own paws for how many times I escaped as a pup. So you definitely want to make sure your fence is in order before leaving your brand new pup outside unattended. Who wants to find out that their brand new pup is in someone else's yard, or even somewhere worse? If you have a chain link fence, your best bet would be to purchase some anchoring stakes. It'll prevent your dog from pushing the fence and burrowing out. Then, for extra security, maybe invest in some landscaping materials, such as bricks or logs to go alongside the fence. That way, it looks like it's supposed to be there, rather than it being an eyesore. Secondly, purchase the correct kennel for the pup size. Ask the breeder you plan to purchase from about the size of the dogs being bred. The last thing you want to do is purchase a kennel that's too small. When purchasing a kennel, it should 100% have a roof. I mean, you wouldn't buy a house without a roof, right? So do the same. Now, you have your fence in order and you have your kennel. What's next? Well, let's talk about the ground your pup walks and lays on. And if your future pup is anything like me, it'll like to chew grass from time to time. The ground your dog walks on is honestly one of the most vital part of your dog's life, because it spends about 80% of its life there. 10% in its kennel, and 10% on frequent walks. You want to make sure your yard is properly treated for any type of bacteria, insects, or rodents, and any other wildlife that may bring harm to your pup's life cycle. So start by heading over to your local Home Depot or Lowe's and purchase pet-friendly insecticides to spray over your yard. This will help save on unnecessary trips to the vet. Keeps your dogs flea and insect-free and your bank account full. Sounds good, right? So let's recap. Check your fence for kinks and holes. Buy the correct size kennel. Make sure your yard is properly sprayed with pet-friendly insecticides. Although this may seem simple, a lot of so-called breeders do not follow these steps and end up spending more money than they're supposed to. So, at this point, are you ready to purchase a dog to start your own dog breeding business? Nah, you are not. If you're going to do it correctly, I'd suggest to check in with your state and find out the requirements to become a breeder. I'd also check your mental space and your family's mental to see if they're even prepared to take care of a dog as if it were another member of the family. Becoming a breeder is very rewarding, but before the reward, you have to go through the hard work and trials, because it's not a get-rich-quick scheme. This is what my owner likes to call an expensive hobby, because you will spend more money before you make any true profit. As long as you love your dogs and take proper care of them, you will be rewarded. If you don't, well, expect to have a rough journey. That's it for now. I'm gonna go for a walk. Be responsible and set the standard.